Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Hello and welcome to Nirmal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Daria. We have with us Kunal Shah, head of Commodities Research, joining in. Kunal, welcome to the show. Kunal, firstly, the US dollar index has extended its recovery moves, and clearly it's stepped back from a downward sloping trend line from November that we saw. Uh, from here on, now the expectation is that the Fed is expected to unveil a dovish halt during the first FOMC meet of 2021. What would that mean for the dollar index? Because clearly it's awaiting the Federal Reserve to break the monotony above levels of 90.
Yeah, so the major thing right now to watch out for is today's Janet Yellen speech. So
Hmm.
entire world will be watching at that event and what basically they are doing, whether they are going to be hawkish, whether they are going to be dovish. So there is very strong likelihood that the overall stance by Janet Yellen in her today's testimony will be dovish, and that will be little bearish for dollar, and you are going to see. We are going to see that because of that, there can be a risk on sentiment post night session. So first, my advice to everyone is don't carry forward big positions either on long, either on short side, because tomorrow morning we can have either big gap up or either we can have a big gap down. If in case some negative comments, some hawkish comments come from the Federal Reserve, then we can have a big problem. So I think the trend for tonight evening session is slight appreciation in dollar, and then we are going to see that going forward after the FOMC meeting, we will get a clear trend.
Right. So that's with regards to where the FOMC and Janet Yellen's speech goes. Now, in turn, what would your view be from here on with regards to where gold and silver are concerned? Because clearly there is that volatility that has continued.
Yeah. Considering whatever is happening, I would recommend in today's evening session, gold and silver you should buy at dips, because if the statements are dovish, then tomorrow morning the likelihood of gold or silver opening with a gap up is very high. So if somebody wants to take a small positions, then that would definitely be long. For silver, I'm expecting 65,700, 800 good levels to go long. For gold, I'm expecting 48,800 to 48,750 good levels to go long. So this is what is my view for the evening session, and buy at dips is the strategy.
Right. And with from here on, if you have to see with regards to crude as well, you have US crude stockpiles which have dropped. The new Chinese COVID-19 cases are declining. Do you think this would augur well with regards to crude and we could see an up move?
No, I think all the positive news are factored in crude oil, and I'm not bullish at all. 3,900 is a good levels to go short in oil, and I'm expecting oil to go down and test levels of 3,800. 3,940 should be the stop loss for the same.
Right. And what would you mean for base metals? Because the base metal prices have been more negative than positive, and I think they are waiting for a fresh direction from here on. What would you make on that front?
Base metals, I'm expecting weak. Even at current market price, copper, nickel, zinc, or everything you can go short. And I'm expecting the pressure to build in during evening session. Copper short. My today's evening pick is sell copper at 605. Expect prices to go up, go down, and test levels of 600 rupees.
Right, so that's the view coming in with regards to copper. And any other base metals that you would want to put your view forward?
Nickel 1290 rupees, copper 600 rupees. So that these are my two best picks for the evening session.
Right, and I think there are no questions coming in as well. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, Kunal, as well for joining in.